Hey, I'm Scott.
Oh, hey, I'm Jackson.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Brittany's husband.
Cool. I'm Michaela's husband.
So,
Hello and welcome to Your Friend's Husbands. I am Jackson.
and I'm Scott.
I have a story time. I'm just gonna go
Tell
right
me
into
a story.
it. So last week, Michaela and I took the girls to Altitude Jump Park, I don't know. It's just called Altitude, probably.
Yeah, like a trampoline park.
Yeah, it has like rock walls and like it has a ton of stuff, and it's super fun. And at one point, I was playing with the girls, jumping around. You know those trampolines that are like angled and you can jump off of it and like, launch?
Yeah.
So I was jumping around, and I went up on one of those and turned and saw that my youngest, Ellie, was like down at the bottom. And I knew if I jumped off it, I was going to land on her. So I did the cool thing where you like absorb the landing.
Yeah.
But I wasn't wearing sticky socks. And
You just
when I landed, I started to slide. And I was like looking down over my right side. And my right leg like slipped out from under me. And I went down on top of my left leg. And I like sat on it, and my whole ankle and foot like twisted outward underneath me.
Oh,
I'm wearing a brace
gosh.
for those of you at home that can see.
Oh no.
But that's my story time, and I got hurt and made a loud sound, and my youngest daughter, Ellie Ann, who I love so much, started bawling, thinking that I was like mega hurt.
You were going to the hospital, and you weren't gonna make it.
She was inconsolable, just straight like.
Oh.
Crying out of her face, and just it was hilarious.
She cares for you so much.
She was okay. She felt better. Are we gonna play two truths and a lie now, or do you want to tell your story about the brutal attack on your water bottle?
On our 5-gallon jug.
Your
Okay, it's not just a water bottle.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true. I mean, it is a bottle of water.
It was quite traumatic. No, not really, but it's kind of crazy. This is like one of those things you feel like would happen, and like it doesn't, and like it's just kind of one of those things you just kind of worry about. But this time it happened. So we went to Water and Ice and filled up 3 5-gallon jugs of water.
For those of you at home, that's 15 gallons.
Yeah, for those of you at home, any of you listening, you get it. But like for any of you at home watching.
Hey, this is live stream.
I guess both.
This is live streamed.
I guess both are at home. Anyway, I'm just an idiot. Okay, so we were filled up 15 gallons of water, and then we put them in the back of Britt's car, and then we were driving around and then doing errands. So Britt has a radio, like a car radio, in the back of her car that's been there for a long time because we got her CarPlay, and Best Buy installed it.
And the radio in the back.
They just give us the radio that was in there, and it's just been hanging out. But the radio has like metal pieces that like would screw into the internals of the dashboard, and they're relatively sharp. And so at one point on one turn, a 5-gallon jug toppled over, and it's just kind of one of those things. It's just like, oh, it just fell over. We'll pick it up later. But it just got, yeah. It sure did. It just sliced that thing right open. And so we didn't think anything of it. And so we got home. We like opened up the back of the car, and there's a little drop of water that drops from the top of like once the thing opens, it drops down. I was like, is that water? I was like, no, that would be random. But then I look over, and there's one bottle that's tilted over. I was like, oh, I got to pick it up. So I went over there, and it's like half full. I'm like, okay, this is not good.
You watered your trunk.
So
it's for good growing.
It was like, it wasn't like flooded, but it was like the whole carpet area was like wet. Geez. So we had to take that thing out and dried it out. And it was fine, but like, it sucks because now we have to figure out a new.
You have to get a new
we have to get a new bottle, and like
water
it's
jug.
just annoying.
Yeah, the only reason this story even came up is I was sitting in this exact spot, and behind the camera, I could see Brittany filling up her Stanley water cup with a whole 5-gallon water jug.
Yeah,
I was genuinely curious of why on earth that was.
That's just how we do it. We just
it's too good.
We just usually do that. Yeah.
For those of you that have never listened, we are Scott and Jackson, and we met each other through our through our wives, basically, and decided it would be kind of cool to get to know each other on a better level.
As husbands.
As husbands, yep.
Not to each other,
just
but to others.
It's just as like doing a podcast just for fun. We just thought, why not, right? So this is going to be our third episode. This is episode 3, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, it's going to go live after this one, I think.
Live after this.
And Scott has done some magical work on our intro and our digital visual intro that will be on our YouTube channel, and probably all the work that's going to happen on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
We
lost a freaking light again.
Yeah. I think we should invest in better lights. I think I have a big ring light. I'm going to bring it. And the GoPros.
Probably a good idea.
Cool.
Why did that turn off? That's so weird.
It's silly. Anyway.
Let me make sure we're still recording.
Okay.
Folks at home, hello.
Hi, Scott. Do you see them behind the camera?
Okay, we're good.
They're just watching.
Yeah,
right,
I saw them.
Two truths and a lie.
I saw you guys when I went around there.
Sorry, guys. If you listened to the first 2 episodes and got a ton out of it, this one's going to be different because it's going to be quick and dirty.
You got a ton out of it.
We are going to be...
This is just a quickie.
Yeah, it's going to be a quickie for sure. All right, we're going to play 2 truths and a lie, though, because what better way to get to know random people than having them lie to you? Would you like to go first or you want me to? I don't remember who went first last time.
I don't know. I'll go first.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Here
we go. First one. I have accidentally overdosed on Tylenol.
Pause.
Second.
This is not too sad and depressing. Like, that's a very sad sentence. But okay, go on. Almost you overdosed on Tylenol?
Next one.
Good night.
I was almost on a Mr. Beast video. 3. I have been in 3 car collisions.
I know that the Mr. Beast video, the almost one, I believe is true because of the whole Amazon thing that you told me. And
Dang it.
Me and Michaela at the one dinner. So that brings me down to...
Fine. I forgot that I told you about that.
I think the lie is not the Tylenol one. Is the other one that I can't remember
So
now.
you think the lie is I've been in 3 car collisions?
Correct. I believe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, I mean, you're right.
Yes!
You're right.
Tylenol was way too specific. How did you
Yeah, I was young.
Oh, okay. It was accidental.
It was an accidental thing.
It wasn't recently.
It was, I accidentally, yeah. I don't remember how old I was, but I had like a headache, I think, or whatever. And I took medicine, and then I went to my sister's house. I was like hanging out at her house. I was going to like sleep over. Cute. And I was like, I have a headache, and so she gave me more Tylenol. And
fantastic.
So it's no one's like fault really. It's just like a lack of
no one even really thought
lack
about
of
it.
like paying attention to amounts that you should be taking.
That's hilarious.
And so then like the next day I was like super groggy and like couldn't really wake up. I was like, what's wrong with me? And just like out of it all day. I couldn't exist normally. And luckily I think it was a Saturday, so I didn't have to like really be anywhere or do anything productive.
You could just
could just be a kid. Yeah, overdosed on Tylenol.
Man,
it was weird. From then on, I look at every label that for taking medicine.
I would too.
I double check.
I would too.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I thought I would use ibuprofen like candy. Like I'd have a slight headache. I'd be like, "Oh, time to take ibuprofen," because that's just what I was taught when I was a kid. I never overdosed, but like by the time I was 12, I was taking like 4 at a time, and I took it in front of my mom. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I have a headache."
Wow.
Yeah, I was addicted.
4.
Yeah, it
age
was
12.
It was
troubled child.
800 milligrams.
That's a lot. I take 3 usually.
Oh, that's 600. Really, only 1 less.
You're good. You're good at math.
I do mortgages. I should be. I'm completely dyslexic when it comes to words, though, so that's fun. All right, you ready for mine?
Yes.
Actually, I do have to say this. The reason I had to ask Scott if it was recently or not recently is before the podcast we started recording right now. Yeah, I asked him what was new, and he's like, nothing. Right now, I just go to work and come
back
and
like, go to work.
That's just the American dream.
Come back.
No one told you. It's okay. You'll find your passion and your thing that you love to do, and you'll make millions off of it because I believe in you.
Like this.
Yeah, this is it.
Hey, guys.
Join
keep
our
watching
Patreon.
And keep telling people. Yeah, we don't have. Keep sharing this so we can make money, please.
Absolutely. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie. I made this shirt.
You like a book. Okay.
I have never broken a bone in my body.
Okay.
I know the entire Napoleon Dynamite dance by heart.
You have broken a bone.
Is that your final
That's
answer?
the lie.
That is not a lie. I've never broken a bone in my body. To be honest, I don't know how.
You little piece of crap.
I also made this shirt, "The Lies of the Napoleon Dynamite Dance." I do not know it.
Dude,
also,
that is, yes, you do. You have to.
Hot take.
You have to know it.
You're gonna.
That's just something that you would know to do.
Hey, podcast, just come over here with me for a sec. This is my hot take for the episode. I don't think Napoleon Dynamite's that good of a movie.
Oh my gosh.
Should we end it here? 3 episodes.
Yeah, we have to go.
I think that there are definitely some quotable moments, but it's one of those movies that if I watch it like more than once every like 5 years, I just am reminded that I don't like it.
Do the chickens have large talons?
Yeah, it's see, that's a great quote. Do they what? Chickens have large talons. So good.
I told you I was in Alaska with my uncle hunting wolverines.
No, there are definitely quotes.
See, there are great moments.
My
lips are real bad.
There are really good quotable moments. So thank you for playing Two Truths and a Lie with me. Yeah, I've never broken a bone. And considering my hobbies, don't know how I've not done it yet.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I thought I broke my ankle on Sunday. Saturday? I don't remember what day it was. Anyway, I remember.
Someday you will.
Someday. I really hope
part
not.
of the
I'm already
game.
31. I break a bone now. My body's too old to recover. I'll be constant broken bone Jackson.
That's true.
All right. So here's the thing. Yeah, I'm ready to play the newlywed game, newly friends game.
The newly friends game.
But my last question is not really a like. I'm not gonna guess who it is. It's more of like, hey, like, tell me this and tell me why. I think we're gonna dive a little deeper. We're gonna get to know Scott and Jackson on an emotional level, probably.
Oh my goodness!
But first, let's do the normal one. What would I go to jail for?
Let's see. It would have to be that you just you disturbed the peace somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You
You disturbed the peace. Someone somewhere hates that you're there.
I don't, like, you were just being so obnoxious that like
rude.
You
feelings hurt. Just kidding.
Like, I don't know. Something. Maybe you're at Walmart and you decide to play a prank and it goes terribly wrong. That involves serious injury.
Not serious injury. No, but I have played a prank in which I was kicked out of the Walmart.
I bet.
Do you want to know what it was?
Bet.
I took a sticky hand, put it in my hand, and ran down the greeting cards aisle, going like this back and forth, and it grabbed all the ones it stuck to, and it.
That's pretty awesome.
It looked cool, but I immediately got snagged and sent out of the Walmart. What?
That's okay.
I think you would go to jail for pirating movies.
Oh my gosh. This leads into a great story.
Oh no.
Maybe I shouldn't talk about this because then the FBI will come after me. Or not the FBI.
How about this? Listeners at home,
never mind. I can't say.
I don't think appropriate for next.
I don't think I can tell this story. I'm gonna get in trouble with the law.
All jokes aside, let's put jokes out the door for a second.
My jokes.
I think we'll just pretend it was your friend next week and be like, that reminds me of the story of my friend.
Oh, my friend. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, jokes, come back in.
Come back in, jokes.
All right. Okay. All right. Beaches or mountains? I think you're a beach guy.
Yeah.
Amen. That's the end of that one.
You're a beach guy.
I'm a beach guy. I don't love the mountains. In fact,
I'll
my
beat
favorite.
you off right.
That was the loudest laugh that's ever come out of me before. Oh my golly!
I'll beat you
real quick. My favorite vacation spot besides the beach is the Glamis sand dunes, which is just beach sand.
No water.
There's no water, but I just ride on it with my quad and dirt bikes. Okay, let's do this last question on the Newly Friends game. I think you're gonna like it. Who is your hero and why?
Oh my goodness. Who's my hero?
Who is someone you look up to? Who is one of your idols? It doesn't have to be one specific person. It can be... You can have multiple.
Oh my goodness.
Would you like me to go first?
Yes.
I can go first.
Yeah, I do. I want you to go first. This is hard.
This is a weird one.
Don't
and
cry.
It's someone that I've thought about a lot lately.
Don't cry.
And it's not anyone you would ever guess.
Chris Pratt.
Two-Turnt Tony. I don't know if you know who this is.
No.
He's an influencer, TikTok, Instagram. I believe he is one of my heroes strictly because he just kind of just does what he wants. He's worked really hard to get where he's at. He does kind of whatever he wants. He goes and has fun and doesn't really care what people think. And to me, that is wildly admirable. To be 100% okay with who you are is so rad.
That is true.
I also really, really want to put a petition out there for him to be the next Bachelor because I would watch the crap out of that show if he was the next Bachelor. And if you look him up and you look at his videos, you too will want to watch the Bachelor.
But the thing is, he wouldn't be because he's too cool of a guy.
Oh no, I think he would, and I think he would do it strictly to be like, I don't like you, you're fake. I don't like you, you're fake. You can leave. You're pretty cool.
I mean, he might not get married then.
That's fine. I don't think any of them actually get married.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I've
I
watched
think so too.
one season.
I think a lot of them will usually break it off like months later.
I like The Bachelor in Paradise. It's just a bunch of people out there trying to figure it out.
Just getting handsy. Yeah, I don't watch any of those shows. I think they're stupid.
They're not the greatest.
I think they're the stupidest shows that could ever exist.
The lowest IQ. No offense, Beezies, who watch it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's just so dumb.
Your turn. Your idol.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
Gosh.
When you said influencer, I started thinking about the YouTubers I watch, but
that counts. Like honestly, anything, dude. Anyone.
I would say like if someone. They haven't like really influenced my life into a way that I've like changed my like grown as a person. I would probably say there are two people that from work that I would say have helped me grow and develop the most. And I'd probably say one of my previous managers, his name's Greg.
I love Greg.
We'll keep last names out of it, but Greg,
I have an Uncle Greg.
Greg, you know who you are.
Love you, Greg.
He doesn't work in our location anymore, but he has a good way of challenging your thoughts and getting you to think differently and helping you develop in your role, and then just as a person, and as I was becoming a husband around that time that he was my manager, he was helpful in that area too. So
that's super cool.
Just a good man.
Thank you, Greg.
Man. Greg,
for
you're
making
awesome.
Scott who he is today. I have a question for you, Scott. Do you have any segment or bit you would like to do today at this podcast? It's okay if you don't. Sorry for the coughs.
I didn't prepare one.
Bad allergies.
I didn't prepare one because another story time.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm part of a church organization that we also do activities for 9 and 10-year-olds. That sounds
supervised activities with parental consent.
Yeah.
In an open public area.
It sounds
I got you.
But anyway, this week we launched rockets. And I used to do this as a kid.
Me too.
My dad's an engineer, and so they'd have like entire like very big events with like people that would build rockets and
that's really
shoot
cool.
them up. And so I used to do it, and so we did it with like 10 kids, and they all like assembled them, and it was kind of like chaos, but they all got to shoot them off today. And so they all went like maybe like 150 to 180 feet in the air. They were super psyched about it. Lost 3 of them in the trees, but whatever.
Did you guys have parachutes on them?
We did.
In the cones? Nice.
Yeah. Some of them worked. Some of them kind of didn't.
When you let kids build them.
Yeah. But that means we were in the heat, the Arizona heat, for like an hour and a half.
It's starting to get better, though. Yesterday was not bad.
Yesterday was because it was cloudy out. Yeah, it was a little bit better, but
we're getting there.
But yeah, that's one exciting thing that I've done this week.
Yeah, instead of just working and coming home and working and coming home and drinking his sorrows away with Tylenol. Just kidding. All right, I have a fun one. And this will probably be the last segment of the show for today. Sorry, again, quick and dirty.
It's a quickie, remember?
So, I wanted to implement something that I think would be fun that you and I could just do back and forth, and one can do one, I can do one, you can do one. There's no order to it. I'm calling it Conspiracy Corner.
Ooh, okay.
Where if we learn about a conspiracy theory that we think is kind of interesting or kind of new to us, and think it'd be fun to talk about, we're going to bring it to the table. So today I found out 2 people at my job, 2 people in front of me, both love conspiracy theories. Shout out to Christina and Mallory, the homiest of homies. Love them.
The homiest.
And my good friend Mallory told me about the Lake Tahoe conspiracies. Have you heard of these?
I don't believe so.
All
But
right.
keep going.
Here we go. And
Maybe
beginning in the
it'll ring a bell.
1920s, when different mafias were at a high point in Lake Tahoe, they had bought out a lot of the land. Not all of it, because there was a lot of old money there, like vacation homes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they had also, it's been shown that certain members of the police force were also bribed and bought out to look the other way for different things.
Uh-oh.
And the actual lake in Lake Tahoe has been found to have and hide countless bodies.
Inside the lake.
Yeah,
You're saying.
it's a very,
Okay.
very deep lake. And
It is.
one huge portion of this is, even in the middle of the summer, the deepest part of the lake is insanely cold. The bacteria in our bodies that decomposes our body doesn't work at that temperature. And so a few years ago, this guy, he was wakeboarding, or he was swimming. I think he was swimming. He was in a full wetsuit. He went missing. I think it was 17 years ago, they said. He went missing, and someone with just a little like submersible camera was swimming it through and like kind of looking at I don't know what underwater archaeology would be called, or underwater like rocks and stuff, but maybe just biology.
Yeah,
We'll just go with that.
Yeah. Marine biology.
Marine biology. Yes. He was underwater looking, and he saw this guy. And so
The wakeboarder?
the wakeboarder and or swimmer, can't remember exactly. And they were able to pull him out, and he was like 95% preserved because of the cold water.
Wow. Wait, how long ago was
It's
it
like
from when he
Oh, it was years
went
later.
missing and then...
I believe. I don't remember that number. I'm not going to put a fake number out there.
But
it was
long enough
Oh
that
yeah, if
in
he
normal
was in any
circumstances...
other circumstance, there would be
Yeah.
no flesh left.
Wow.
Now, fast forward a couple years, and there's this independent filmmaker who rented some underwater deep sea filming gear, and he put his little drone out in the water and went down under the water, hearing like, oh, maybe there's some things to be found since the mafia was here. What he found and what he destroyed the evidence of was anywhere between 80 to 200 bodies tied together, all of Asian descent. After doing some digging, it was found that there were certain groups in internment camps during World War II, Asian people in internment camps, who were promised if they helped to build the railroads, they would be given certain land out in America. If they worked with us, built the railroads, they could have it. No one was ever given any land, and these people all but disappeared, and this guy claims to have found all of these bodies tied together at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. Now,
Wow.
no one has gone out and looked since then. I believe there was one guy who said he tried, but the police force on the lake was not letting him do so. And when she told me about this conspiracy theory, I was like, well, that's interesting, because the mafia is one thing, like concrete shoes, getting rid of rival people or whatever, people that make them mad. But the United States government, like hiding this and tying all these people up, those are two very different things. But it also makes me creeped out that the leaders of the mafia and the United States government had basically the same idea, which I didn't love. But I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying any of it's true. But what I am saying is there's a lot of weird facts that kind of stack up on each other. There are a couple stories of, again, descendants of old money who have inherited all these homes, and their grandparents or their parents in their more like senile age would talk about how there was always mobsters outside of certain certain resorts and different bars and things like that. And some of them even remember seeing some of them throwing someone in the back of a car and driving towards Lake Tahoe. And I was like,
Spooky.
So thank you for entering Conspiracy Corner with me.
Conspiracy Corner.
Conspiracy
I
Corner.
like it. I'm going to have to look into that conspiracy a little bit more
I
now.
think it'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll come prepared next week with one.
Ooh, rad. See, it's an easy one to just bounce back and forth because there's a bajillion of them.
There are so many.
Yeah.
I think I believe in one conspiracy theory for sure. But
we'll save that for next
week.
But
I'm gonna save it for next week.
I'm very excited.
I'm not gonna
I'm
say
actually
it right now.
really excited.
Yeah. I think I've told you about it. I think
I've forgotten.
But yeah, we'll bring it up next week.
Perfect.
So everybody at home, do your research.
Send
check out the Conspiracy Corner, Lake Tahoe Conspiracy, and stay tuned for next time. This is probably going to be the third episode that we release, probably all at once.
Yep.
To get our toes wet, if you will, to get
the ball rolling,
to get our palates ready for everything else.
It's a lot of just things.
Getting our no, I'm just kidding. I don't want
You're going back in for another one.
No, just getting. I don't
crap. Real quick, what's our email?
Oh yes, our email is yourfriendshusbands@gmail.com. I set it up already, so email us if you have anything you want to say.
And email us if you want to know how to make friends with people that you don't really know.
That's right.
Or if you have some conspiracy theories you want to talk about, or if there's like movie quotes you want to make us try to guess, that would be super cool too. Really anything you want to do. We'd have a good time. And then follow us on Instagram at some point soon. That's probably just going to be at your friends' husbands.
We'll keep you updated on that. That doesn't exist yet.
That's true. It doesn't exist yet, but I highly doubt that handle is taken, which is great. And if it is, then it's at your friends' husbands podcast. Thank you for listening. At home.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm Jackson.
I'm Scott.
And this has been Your Friends' Husbands.
Your Friends' Husbands.
We didn't plan that. We didn't know if we were supposed to say it at the time.